What's going on, people? So I am on my way to a job with my drones, and I figured I'd talk a teeny bit about making money with your drones, which is obviously something we all kind of want to do. Not all, but for those wanting to actually pay for some of these things and make a little extra cash, or maybe it's your profession. Just wanted to talk a teeny bit about that. So this is for a real estate company, a commercial real estate company. I got contacted by them, so that was nice. A lot of times I'll have to do the cold calling and pick up the phone and kind of hound and see if they need anything drone service wise, or if there's anything that I can offer them, like promotional marketing videos, etc. But they contacted me. They had apparently their guy leave or something, so they had a specific type of style they wanted for the video. They have a format that they are used to and comfortable with. They wanted me to do basically a certain type of flight over the properties of these farmlands, and they also wanted me to use, a certain type of music, some country music, and put a little mini map showing my flight, which I don't really know how to do. So I ended up contacting someone and outsourcing that with Fiverr, and the guy is really great, and it's a pretty seamless little back and forth, not a big deal. He doesn't charge me a ton, and I just kind of add it to my expenses for the job. So today, for example, it's a $28 million listing, which is huge. So how do you actually price something for that? Do you price it on your day rate? My day rate roughly is $1,500, but that can vary based on what the job entails, because that's like saying when I was a photographer doing more photo stuff, what do you charge? Well, you're not going to charge the same shooting a bowl of cereal as you are the space shuttle. So you can't really just say you're going to charge a certain hourly rate or day rate, because every job varies in its complexity and usage and all that kind of stuff, which is not easy to figure out. But you also have to kind of test their budget. You can just simply ask them what their budget is. That's one way of going about it. Or you can charge what you want to charge and invoice them, and if they bark, then maybe you're charging more than you should. But essentially, even like Greg from Pilot Institute said, if nobody's ever complained about what you're charging them, then you're not charging enough. So there's that, adage. So I am trying to look at where I'm going. This job is not too far. I just recently wrapped the job for them. I charged them $2,500. I was going to charge them $3,000, but I gave them a little break because I knew it was more than they normally spend. It was 3 hours away from where I live, so there was 6 hours plus a driving time. It was a really complex property, and it actually was not super easy to do. This that I'm going to right now is by an airport, so I gotta, get land authorization and do all that kind of stuff. So there's a little bit more of that kind of complexity, but the actual flight should be more simplistic. But I charged them $2,500 because essentially I knew it was a lot of drive time. They knew that too. They knew it was something. I originally told them around $1,250 to $1,500 my day rate, because I just wanted the job. Normally I haven't been doing these simple videos for them at a really high rate. It's been like $550, $600. Actually, right by me, I'm passing a car wash, and that's another business that I've done. So I did about $5,000 in work for that car wash I just passed. So there's all kinds of ways and opportunities to make money with your drones. You just have to hustle. But I won't get into that. So I charged $2,500 for that job because of the distance, because of the complexity. My day rate essentially is $1,500. I tacked on another $500 for the travel and everything, and then another $500 for the fine tuning, the editing, and the mini map. And it was kind of a lot of back and forth tweaks that they needed. So I could have charged more. Actually, I did charge them more, and then I went back after I invoiced my contact for $3,000 and said, hey, I'll make an adjustment and kind of help you out a little bit. So that's that. This job, I still don't know, but we're going to see how long it takes. We're going to see the complexity. The owner of this real estate company knows my day rate's $1,500. They obviously know I just charge them $2,500 for this example. So you take all of this into consideration. the complexity, the logistics of the thing. If you're near an airport like I am, if you're flying near people, if you're in the city, whatever it may be, you know how challenging it is for you as a pilot and your abilities. So I don't thankfully need to hire anyone. I do have my Mavic 3 Pro with me. I have my Autel Light Plus. I have an Air 3S. I have my Power 500. So I have everything I need for backup power, and we'll be good to go. I'm mindful of the winds today because it's a pretty windy, gusty day. I think they're roughly, 20 to gusting to 30 plus miles an hour. So that's another factor to keep into consideration. The weather, of course. It's supposed to be a warmer, nicer spring day. It's the first day of spring as of yesterday. So you want it to look pretty. You want to communicate with your client. You don't want any snow on the ground. They didn't want any snow on the ground for this listing. And you just kind of feel it out. I mean, there's really no easy way to know how to invoice someone always. And it's always a complexity and always a challenge for anyone, I think, because you don't want to lose the client. You don't want to lose the job. But for me, as just a freelance independent guy, not a big, huge company, I am usually just very honest with them. I explain I want to make this a win-win. I want to make this a nice ongoing relationship. I don't want to burn any bridges. And you're upfront with them. And you kind of test the waters, and if they're a little unhappy or they bark at something, then you try to figure it out. But it doesn't always work that way. I mean, I had a big job, years ago that was probably $11,000, $12,000 for this civil engineer. And it was a big project, a lot of different sites, like 9 different locations. And it was more than I knew it was going to be work-wise when I gave them a quote of whatever it was, $7,000, $8,000 or something like that. So when I had to up the price a little bit to justify my time and energy, I knew I kind of, ruffled his feathers, and he didn't like it, and that was the last time I worked with him. And he just kind of ghosted me, and he paid me, but you don't want to do that ideally, but also you got to compensate for your work. I mean, the owner of this company, for example, we met, and he was nice enough to say, essentially, charge what you need to charge, you need to make money too, and essentially just don't F me, which I don't want to do to anyone. And if it was something that was really outrageous, I would explain why it was a lot more money or whatever it may be. But just transparency is super huge and important, and nobody wants to be shocked with a big bill. I mean, I know a friend of mine who just charged $13,000 to fly a college, and I don't think it was a ton of work, but at the same time, that's a lot of money. And apparently they had a budget of $20,000, and I think for his example, he simply asked them. I think it was a previous client, so he had that communication already opened up, and they needed it right away, like next day. So he charged a premium. They had the money and the budget to work with. They just needed to get it done. So every single client is different. But I just wanted to kind of talk a teeny bit about it. Maybe you guys can let me know what you have secret-wise or how you get your clients. I do a lot of cold calling. I try to do a lot on social media, at least some on social media with Facebook, with the local groups, and try to put my name out there. I wish I had more contacts with my website. I really need to work on my SEO so I have more people contacting me than they do now, because it doesn't happen very often, and just kind of work on all that. But I wanted to give you a little insight of a day in the life as someone working as a drone pilot. And today, as I said, I don't know what I'm going to charge them. I know it's going to be a minimum of $1,500 based on a $28 million property. Obviously, they're going to make a chunk of change. It's a lot of work for me. It's a very important property for them and a big listing for them. And I know they want it done properly and correctly, so that's what I'm going to do. And you provide, ideally, more than they want. You overshoot stuff, but at the same time, with something like this, there's only so much that I can do because it's a farm property and it's a pretty basic recipe that they're used to and they want from the output. So I hope this helps a teeny bit. Subscribe if you haven't, hit the notification bell, and let me know in the comments below what works for you. Maybe, I'm sure there's tips that I could use to help get more business as well. But let me know about the charging thing and what your rates are and how you kind of deal with that one it rears its ugly head. But actually, it's not rearing its ugly head. It's a good thing because that means you're getting work and potential clients. So that's it, guys. Peace. Wish me luck. Bye.